Hello guys, we are back on another video here, and this video is going to be my predictions on the Western and Eastern Conference Finals here, and I'm really excited to watch it. I'm really excited to watch it, especially the McDavid and the McKinnon series, of course, the Oilers against the Avalanche. It's going to be super cool to watch. McDavid making it this far for the first time alongside McKinnon as well, and they get to play each other, so very exciting times if you're a hockey fan. The Eastern Conference Finals as well with the Lightning and the Rangers. You have Vasilevsky against Shesterkin, arguably the two best goalies in the league right now. So you got arguably two top 5 centers, or I said maybe just players in the league, McKinnon and McDavid against each other. So it's going to be really cool. And I'm going to give you guys my predictions on both series and what I expect to see in these series, all right? So starting off with the first series, it's going to be the Avalanche and the Oilers. Game 1 is tonight. And it should be really exciting. Obviously, Colorado is home, so home ice is pretty nice for them. But again, the Flames at home ice against the Oilers last series, so it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. But here we go. The season series, Colorado was 2-1 against them. It was actually 2 games decided in overtime or a shootout, so keep that in mind as well. The Avalanche didn't just completely annihilate them, that's for sure. So the Avalanche have not beaten the Oilers in regulation this year yet, which again, it's regular season. You can't take it too seriously. You can't say, oh, regular season, that's what's going to happen now in the playoffs. I remember in 2018 when the Devils made the playoffs against Tampa Bay, the Devils actually swept them in the season series. The Lightning beat the Devils in 5. So, again, just because the regular season says something doesn't mean it's going to come out to be that way, all right? So, yeah, game 1 is tonight. McKinnon against McDavid. McDavid has been just ridiculous in the playoffs. It's just something that you really maybe never seen before. I mean, I haven't seen a player just absolutely just dominate every time he's out there on the ice like McDavid has. It's just quite remarkable, and it's something that, like, I don't know what more to say. It's just ridiculous. It's very fun to watch, and I think everyone can agree with that. That's the only thing about this series. It's going to be tough. We have to say goodbye to either McKinnon or McDavid, which sucks, but I mean, what a year they've had, both of them. So, and also Evander Kane's been unreal. I think the X factors in this series are going to be goaltending. I think if Mike Smith can outplay Kemper, I think the Oilers will win the series. But if the Avalanche, if Kemper plays the way he should and Smith obviously regresses, which, you know, is possible, and Mike Smith has played just ridiculously well besides that center ice goal and obviously the first game of the series against Calgary. He's played really well for them and made ridiculous saves. So we'll see. I mean, Mike Smith is 40 years old. This is a long season. Will he be able to keep it going? You never know. Maybe it's a special season for the Oilers. You never know. Hockey's crazy like that. The Oilers could just end up in the finals. You never know. And they could maybe not make it back for 5 more years or 10 more years. You never know how it works in sports. But yeah, I mean, I would say personally, guys, that I really do believe that this is going to be a great series. But if I had to give my honest opinion on it, I think the Avalanche are going to win. I do. I think they're going to win in 6. Who do I want to win? I like the Oilers to win. I'd like to see McDavid get a cup. I don't know. I think McDavid is just such a fun player to watch, and to see him, you know, reach the top of the mountain, win the Stanley Cup would be just simply unreal. I hope they win, but I don't think so. I think the Avalanche will win in 6 games. It should be a great series. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how it plays out. I really am. Should be awesome. And like I said, they really they don't play often actually in the playoffs. They've not played since 1997, so that's a very long time ago. Obviously, I mean that's almost 30 years ago. So definitely, it's gonna be a great series with a lot of high-end talent. That's for sure. You have Makar. Of course, the Oilers have Draisaitl and McDavid as well. I mean, there's just so much firepower out there. And again, with all that firepower, I think it's going to come down to defense and goaltending. I really do, because, I mean, who's going to blink first, right? Like, who's going to make the first mistake, and what team's going to be down? I mean, the way I look at it, the Oilers have any chance to win the series, they obviously have to win one of the games in Colorado. If they go down 2-0, they're done for sure. So they have to win at least one game there. And then if they do that, okay, we got a series then, respect. But, you know, that's going to be a hard challenge, 100%, all right? So, yeah, for the Western Conference Finals, what I think, the Avalanche do make the finals for the first time since 2001 is what I think, all right? So, this is their last Stanley Cup championship against my Devils. I hate to hear that, but, you know, that's the way it is, all right? So, let's move on to the Eastern Conference Finals now. So next up is the Eastern Conference Finals. The Rangers have home ice against the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, all right? So, the Lightning, can they do it again? Can the Lightning make the Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row? Something that we have not seen since the 80s, the Islanders. It's crazy. It's actually crazy that the team in the salary cap era is actually being able to, you know, have such a great run. People say, oh, the last 2 cups are fake cups. I mean, whatever you want to say, you can say, but you cannot deny the fact that they always do find themselves in the same spot, which is the Eastern Conference Finals, at least. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 out of the last 8 years. That is absolutely ridiculous. They are like a lock every year to make the conference finals at least, and that's very impressive. Very, very impressive. And if they can win this series, they're going half the time in the finals, which is really good. I mean, you're obviously not going to win every time. You're not going to go six out of 8 finals. At least not in this day and age, but that is really ridiculous. And then you have the Rangers who, you know, a lot of people didn't expect them to obviously make it this far. I didn't expect them to make it this far. I thought Carolina would have been the series they'd lose. Them beating Pittsburgh, not shocking. 3-1 comeback, that's shocking. But, you know, you can make the case that obviously they played against, you know, a lot of, you know, backup goaltenders, third-string goaltenders. But you can't take away the fact Shesterkin's been just remarkable. So it's going to be a real test this series for the Rangers to see, like, how well they can play against, obviously, a top, I mean, probably the best goalie in the league, or at least number 2 if you think Shesterkin's better. It's going to be really interesting to see how he plays. It's going to be interesting to see how the Rangers respond and how their goal scoring goes. The Rangers' power play has been so elite in the last few games. I feel like every time they go on the power play, they score. That's what it really feels like, at least. So, I mean, it should be a really interesting series in that aspect as well. The goaltending is obviously the thing to really look for in this series, for sure. Braden Point, that's another X factor. Is he going to be able to come back? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it. Probably going to be out for the series, but there's been no, like, guarantee of him being out for a long time. They haven't really said, but yeah, I mean, it should be a really fun series to watch. I'm very excited to see how it plays out. And, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, like I said, the Rangers have home ice advantage. The power play percentage, the Rangers are second in the playoffs at 32%. The penalty kill percentage has been very good for the Lightning. Not as great for the Rangers. In faceoff percentage, I mean, faceoffs are kind of both middle of the pack here. Well, not really middle, actually dead last. Again, this is the whole playoffs, my bad. Goals for per game. They're 7th, the Lightning. The Rangers are 4th. And goals against, the Lightning are 2nd. And the Rangers are 5th. So, very interesting stats there as well. Vasilevsky's got the 9.32 save percentage. Shesterkin's got the 9.28. So, yeah, Vasilevsky's got him beat by a little bit. Not by much, that's for sure. Fox is in the last 5 games of 8 points. Kucherov at 7. Perry's actually been really leading the way for them, which is kind of funny. Wouldn't expect that at all. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a really good series, probably a long series. But if my gut had to tell me, I would take the Tampa Bay Lightning in 6. I would. All right. Is it going to happen for sure? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want the Lightning to make the finals again because I thought it'd be kind of boring. But, you know, as a Devils fan, it's tough to see the Rangers having such a great run. But, I mean, whatever happens, happens, dude. If they deserve it, the Rangers, they deserve it, right? I can't hate on them too much, right? If they're having that good of a run, congrats to them and congrats to the fans because, I mean, they're having a ridiculous run right now. Not expected to make it this far, that's for sure. At least not yet, right? But the Lightning, 3 years in a row, I find that hard to believe. I feel like your luck does kind of run out at some point. And maybe the Rangers, it's a kind of a team of destiny. Maybe they face against the Oilers. Maybe it's a destiny versus destiny type of thing. Both teams are not expected to make it all the way. We'll see. I don't know. Should be really exciting, though. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think is going to happen in these 2 series? Game 1 tonight. I'm excited. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, make sure you do. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And follow me on Twitch, Henreek, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. And join the Discord to talk to me, followers, and subscribers of the channel. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.